Welcome back to another edition of our weekly webinar series. Today we'll be discussing the importance of knowing your customer by name and how it can significantly impact your success in sales and lending, or BBOs. When we address customers by name, we create a stronger connection, build trust, and enhance their overall experience. This simple yet powerful strategy can lead to increased customer loyalty, higher conversions, and more personalized shopping or loaning experience. But first, let's go over our core values. Great teams, excellence in every role, green and clean, continuous innovation and tactical excellence, celebrate our accomplishments, and community focus. Building strong customer relationships starts with personalization. Using a customer's name creates trust, engagement, and a better overall experience. Today we'll cover the psychology of personalization, techniques to learn and remember names, how personalization drives sales and loans, BBOs, and best practices and common mistakes to avoid. By the end, you'll have practical tools to improve customer interaction, drive more sales, and build a lasting relationship. Customers love hearing their name mentioned. They feel important, and customers respond positively when they feel recognized and valued. Using a customer's name is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to build trust and strengthen relationships. It creates a sense of recognition, making the customer feel important and appreciated. When we address the customer by name, we tap into the psychology of personalization, which leads to, number one, increased customer engagement. People pay more attention when you use their name in a conversation. Number two, stronger emotional connection. Customers are more likely to return when they feel personal connections. And number three, higher trust and loyalty. Recognizing customers make them feel valued, increasing their likelihood of doing business with us again. Keep in mind that by making a conscious effort to learn and use customer names, we enhance their experience and build long-term relationships that drives business growth. Remembering customer names is a skill that can set you apart and create lasting impressions. While it may seem challenging, using the right technique can make it easier to recall names and strengthen customer relationships. Here are some simple yet effective strategies to help you remember names. Active listening. Pay close attention when a customer introduces themselves. Repeat their name in your response to reinforce memory. Repetition. Use the customer's name naturally throughout the conversation. For example, "It's great to see you again, Affy." Association. Connect the name to something familiar like a famous person, a character, or an item the customer frequently purchases. Mike, who always buys power tools. Visual cues. If possible, associate the name with a feature of the customer, such as their hairstyle, glasses, or frequent purchases. Notes and CRMs. Record names in your system by using Premier and even using the Windows sticky notes, or make mental notes after interactions to reinforce recognition for future visits. By applying these techniques, you can personalize every customer interaction, making them feel valued and increasing their likelihood of returning. Using the customer's name effectively can turn a routine transaction into a personalized experience that builds trust and increases conversation. When done naturally, it makes the customer feel important and encourages them to engage more with our products and services. Here's how to incorporate names into key interactions. For a frequent customer, acknowledge them. Welcome back, Annalisa. Great to see you again. Hi, Michelle. How's the family? During a sale or a loan BBO transaction, using their name can reinforce trust and guide the conversation. To Shara, I love that chain you have on. I actually have the matching bracelet. Andrew, based on your past visit, you borrowed $50. Do you need more money this time? When following up and making calls, personalizing your outreach can make customers more likely to respond. Hey Kim, just calling to remind you about your layaway payment. Hi to Sherry, just wanted to give you a heads up about our special deal we have on jewelry this week. Customers appreciate when you remember them, and by using their name authentically, we can create a connection that drives repeat business, stronger loan relationships, and higher sales. Using customer names is powerful, but it needs to be done correctly to feel genuine and natural. Overuse or mispronunciation can have the opposite effect, making the interaction feel forced or impersonal. Here are some best practices for using names effectively. Number one, use it naturally by incorporating the customer's name in conversation without forcing it. Number two, pronounce it correctly. If unsure, ask politely. I want to make sure I say your name right. Is it pronounced Daniel or Danielle? Number three, make eye contact when saying the name to strengthen the connection. And number four, update the customer records to remember names for future visits. Here are some common mistakes to avoid. Number one, overusing their name, which can make the conversation feel robotic or sales driven. Number 2, guessing or using the wrong name instead of confirming if unsure. And number 3, forgetting after they tell you. If you don't remember, ask again instead of avoiding it. When used effectively, a name becomes more than just a word. It becomes a key to stronger customer relationships, increased trust, and more sales opportunities. And now it's time for a quick recap. Knowing your customer by name is a simple yet powerful way to build stronger relationships, increase trust, and drive more sales and loans/BBOs. Customers appreciate being recognized, and using their name naturally in a conversation enhances their experience and encourages repeat business. Here are the key takeaways. Addressing customers by name makes the interaction more personal and engaging. Using simple techniques like repetition, association, and active listening helps remember names. Personalizing conversations with names can improve sales conversion and customer loyalty. And avoid overusing names or mispronouncing them to keep the interaction natural and authentic. And lastly, here's a challenge for the team. Make an effort to learn and use at least 5 customer names this week. Pay attention, personalize your interactions, and see how it impacts your sales and loans transactions. And once again, I want to thank everyone for taking time out of your busy day to listen to another edition of our weekly webinar series. Have a great day, and let's make some money.